as soon as you get a little saucy in the back, it gets nuts. Finding the perfect Christmas gift is not easy. In fact, it's even harder to find one that's last minute but actually thoughtful. And that's why I'm working with today's sponsor, Exter, to level up your everyday carry just in time for the holidays. Exter is known for inventing the first trackable wallet, and now they're on a mission to upgrade the rest of your carry essentials. Exter makes sustainable wallets, bags, and accessories to help you get more out of every day. The wallets are super slim. In fact, they're half the size of a conventional wallet, but carries over 12 cards and cash. And you can access all your cards at the click of a button with the signature trigger mechanism. It also has built-in RDIF blocking, which means it protects you from data theft and wireless skimming. And it's made from sustainable materials like vegan Italian leather and space-grade aluminum. And to make holiday travel even easier, they also offer the Travel Pack Vacuum Kit for travelers who want to pack more without bulking up their bags. It'll add 60% more space by compressing your clothes. And you use this using the portable air pump or any vacuum cleaner available. And it's made from anti-rip nylon to last many trips. And even better, it keeps your clothes dry and odor-proof. And it can double as a laundry bag for the end of your trip. So get up to 64% off Extra with my code ThatDudeinBlue by going to partner.extra.com/ThatDudeinBlue. That's partner.extra.com/ThatDudeinBlue. And huge thanks to Extra for sponsoring today's video. So me and the Mark 5 Supra have a crazy relationship. Everything from doubting the car's name when it was announced as a BMW platform to driving it when it first came out. And I said to myself, you know, it's a really good car and pretty fine driving sports car, especially with the automatic ZF transmission. But I just didn't quite feel like it was a Supra. It was a great sports car, but I didn't think it was a Supra. But then Toyota did something actually pretty shocking in the modern age. They listened. After being basically borderline harassed to put a manual in the Supra, they actually did it. And to my surprise, it drove 100 times better, in my opinion, as a Supra. It was a lot more fun to drive. They redid the rear end gearing, they redid the transmission gearing, and it honestly made it feel way more Mark IV Supra. And I recently just drove the final edition Supra, the American version. The Japanese was a little bit better, had more horsepower, stuff like that, but the final edition had a lot more handling upgrades and chassis upgrades. And I've done a bolt-on A90 Supra, but I still haven't done, in my opinion, the spiritual successor to the Mark IV Supra. It's a single turbo Mark V Supra. And thankfully Parker from Offline Performance was like, hey man, I just finished this build, you should try it. It's a manual, it makes a little bit over 850 horsepower. So I thought to myself, okay, Toyota fixed the gearing. They fixed kind of the soul of this car, in my opinion. Still can't really see out of it though. And yes, it still has the BMW door chimes and all those little things. And this Supra's going away. They're moving on to the next generation. It's stock motor, stock transmission, giant single turbo, obviously fuel system upgrades. And the B58 engine has proven to be a very, very, very good engine. It freaking works. It's undeniable how good this engine is. And honestly, with the big single turbo on it, it kind of sounds 2J-ish. And it's been a real pleasure to see this car generationally change. This also has a single exit exhaust out the back. Typically it's a dual out of the bumper in the back. So you got the one hanging out the back instead of the 2. Get a little bit of sound off the wall here. That sounds like more of a Supra than any other Mark V I have driven. It definitely has a lot more Toyota feeling DNA in this one. Whoa! Gets a little dicey too. It dead hooked. It dead hooked. I was expecting some craziness. Wow. So we're in sport mode. It completely transformed this car in sport mode. It's like a different car. And we have all the nannies off, all traction control, all that stuff. The tire on the Supra has also been improved overall in each generation, but this has even stickier of a tire and very, very nice wheels. It sits pretty. You can make the Mark V Supra look very, very nice with very minor mods. I'm talking like a tiny, tiny duckbill on the trunk to kind of finish that look. It's not that big of a deal. But Parker also trusted me with his 1,000 horsepower Hawkeye Subaru, so that was a thing. And maybe I was too hard on this car at the very beginning. I probably was. We now know that the reason they partnered with BMW was to keep costs lower. If Toyota had developed this car all by themselves, it would have been over $100,000, 100%, maybe even 150. Oh. Can hear it sing, man. I ate my words just now. There's a little bit of dust on the road there. Holy crap, dude. I'm also in the middle of nowhere, so the wind is just throwing me everywhere, man. As soon as you get a little saucy in the back, it gets nuts. The sound is really, really unique. It is not what I expected at all. It would be like, okay, yeah, it sounds a little bit throatier, but it has this really mean snarl down low, right? Woo! Laying it down, dude. Holy crap. I went to 5th, no. That was my bad. So the shifter in the manual gearbox is really, really good. In fact, it's actually closer ratios than you actually might think. Therefore, I went to 5th instead of 3rd. We're gonna fix that right now. Yeah, so first gear rolls in pretty aggressively. Second gear, it's like all the sauce. Woo! Yeah, up top, man, it starts getting it. Woo! This thing is ferocious, dude. Yeah, this thing's no joke, dude. When you hit peak power right around like 850, 860, it starts starting pretty good, especially with the wind out here. Woo. Okay, that's a good Supra. That's a good Supra. Remember, I've been fortunate enough to drive a lot of fast cars in my lifetime, but this takes with the Supra. If you're looking for that straight line warrior, this actually is a pretty great platform. It is pretty nuts though when you start doing this up top. Ooh-wee. Yeah, buddy. I still to this day wish the FT1 could have been built. I understand why it wasn't, but I still to this day wish that it was. Big turbo, Mark V Toyota Supra. All right, I can finally rest with the Z4 jokes. At least I'm over them. I'm completely over them, especially after the manual came out. The manual transmission, I'm gonna say it 100 times over, made this car so much more dynamic, so much more fun to drive, so much more visceral and raw. It's just phenomenal. It's such a better car in my opinion. The ZF is very efficient, right? But I think this just adds so much more soul to it. And now with the upgrades that Parker did, I think it's a really, really fun car. Super unique experience. It's nothing like the factory turbos, obviously. And just having that dramatic scream up at the top, it's just a really satisfying thing to do. So once again, huge thanks to Parker from Off the Line Performance for letting me drive his big turbo Mark 5 Supra. What do you guys think about the Mark 5 Supra? Have you come around to it at all? Do you even care about it? Put it down in the comment section below. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Peace.